The day 52 of the Bhagava's preachings of the guidance shows the magnificent nature of Raghava, his compassion and his magical touch. In other words, to show how we can transform even the most tamas or a stone like, give it life and bring it back to its original form. The verse goes like this: Ahalya Shila Raghave Mukta Keli Padila Gatam Devyaho Unigeli Jaya Varnitam Shilali Vedavani Rupekshi Kadharamadhasa Bhimani. So here it says Jaya Varnitham Shinali Vedavani. So Jaya means of whom Varnita described. Shinali means the exhaustive description, or the description which goes on and on and on and on and on. He says Vedavani means Vedamatas. So if we have to look at that, we have to understand praising whom even the Vedas went dumb. They got exhausted. Here, what we mean by Vedas, in the sense we can take it in two forms. One, when here it is said Vedas, we have to understand that it is the Purana that the author is trying to speak about, the Ramayana, where we see one particular episode in Aranyakanda of Ahalya Uddharana, that he speaks in the first two, sentences. Or if you have to go through that in a different form as per the Vedantic standpoint, understand that whosoever has understood, or the Vedas are speaking about that Adi Rama, or about that Purusha, or about the Brahman, who is behind all these things, who is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, who dwells in the heart of every individual. We are supposed to think of that Brahman, and that Brahman we are. That is the Vedantic point. But here, the author is speaking about Raghava, because the first and the second line very explicitly speaks Ahalya Shila Raghave Mukti Keli. We know Ahalya, and Shila is a stone. Raghave means by Raghava, by Sri Ram. Mukti, liberated. Kila, he did. So we are supposed to understand that Raghava liberated Ahalya from her stone state. Or by Ram was Ahalya saved from her sin given by Gautama Maharishi. Why did Gautama Maharishi give a curse to Ahalya, the mother of Shatananda? That we know. So Indra, who was behind Ahalya, he deceives her. He comes in the form of her husband Gautama Maharishi itself, and he tries to seduce her. I don't want to make this story elaborate. That is, you all know that how an artificial, what do you call, dawn is being created, and Indra sends Gautama to the river for the Suryopasana and Arghya Pradhanas and all. And in that time, Indra takes the form of Gautama, comes and lies down next to Ahalya to seduce, and going up to the, what do you call, the river bank, looking at the star constellation, the real Gautama comes to know that it is still not time for the prayers, and he comes back and sees, and then he curses. You are not able to identify your own husband, and you become tamasic in nature, or you become a stone like incense, whatever it is. So now with its sin, how she has come to life, he says, Padhim lagatam divya ho unigele. He says, Padhim means the feet, Lagata means by the mere sparsha or touch of the feet to the stone Ahalya Shila Devyam Hovunigeli, it became illumined. In the sense, the stone lost its stonehold and it became Ahalya, it came back to life. So, such a great personality. If Sri Ram can bring Chaitanyam to Ahalya, can't he bring Chaitanyam in us? Think. For that, what we should do? We should think of Raghava always in our heart. Every moment, every second, sing Thy glory. Establish Ram in oneself. So that Ram who is Ahalya Uddharaka and who is our savior also. He says, Nrupekshi Khada Rama Dhasabhimani. He says, this Bhagavan Sri Ram who has brought back rather life to Ahalya. He is always proud of his devotees and shall never neglect any of them. You and me are protected by him, by Raghava. Always. He may not see, as there is a story, when God carries, we don't see his footsteps. Similarly, here we may not see him, but be very clear that he is our protector. And now when I speak about Ahalya, about this, you should understand that though Indra came to her and stayed next to her, tried to seduce her, but still she is supposed to be considered as the greatest Kanya. In our history, we have Pancha Kanyas, means who are supposed to be very great, pure. And amongst them, the first is Ahalya, second is Draupadi, third is Kunti, fourth is Mandodari, and fifth is Tara. All these ladies, if you observe, from a lower standpoint, from a limited understanding by the common folk, it is said that they have an acquaintance with more than one person after marriage. In today's language, what we call as post-marital affairs or relationships or dating. Ahalya we have seen now. Draupadi, yes, with 5 gods, she got 5 children. Draupadi, she got married to 5 princes, that is Dharmaja and others. Kunti, we know the Pancha Pandavas from 5 things. Tara, of course, Vali and Sugriva, it is said. Mandodari. Mandodari, a lot of people they don't know. It is said that after the Ravana Samharana, when Vibhishana got on to the throne, then Mandodari will be his wife. That is one of the stories. So all these ladies they have, but still, if you look at it in a certain form, it is not with the lust and craving for bodily. It is something beyond, very very subtle. And some people even add Sita also here in place of, when replacing one of these five Panchakanyas, as she has been abducted by Sri Ravana, and we don't know, it's a interrogation question mark. Though she entered Agni Praveshan, she pure and she proved herself to be what you call pure, but still they say it is. So therefore, but still she is a Panchakanya because she is pure. All these women, five, they are very, very pure. That we are supposed to understand. Right? So with this, we conclude today's session. Stay put in that Raghava whose foot has a magical touch. And let us also worship that. Let that touch of Raghava be on us for I not see. So thanks for being. Catch you later.